alignment of vision. So I think that this is a time for us to sit down and align our vision. That's why I thank the people who put this together, that we are coming together now. I think the next step from here will be to see how we can have a forum where we can align vision so that we understand ourselves. We know that peace is very necessary in this place, in the Niger Delta. Agitation had its place at some point, but at this point, post-agitation, what is our plan? Are we going to continuously agitate for the rest of our life or for the rest of the oil of oil production life? Because the outlook today is not really very good. The global outlook is that by 2040, oil will contribute about 50% of global energy. 50%. Today, we are contributing over 80 to 90% of global energy requirement. But if in 1940, or in 2040 rather, 2040, which is about 20 years from now, our contribution to global energy mix will be just about 50%, then you know that the future is not very, very, very bright. But it is still a good time for us to take commanding heights. And that's why we are trying to move things towards gas, because we believe that that will take a longer time, and that will be the energy of the future, at least before we move completely to renewables. This is an opportunity for us. I believe that it's a wake-up call for all of us to come down from the tree that we have climbed and start climbing the mountain. Because today we've climbed a tree and there is a mountain before us. We should now start climbing the mountain and not just get stuck on top of the tree at the foot of the mountain. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I'll have the opportunity of answering all the issues that were raised, but I will just conclude with the PIB. I've looked at the PIB myself, and I believe that host communities are quite accommodated. But one of the things, at least we have the opportunity to do, is also during the public hearing, if we feel that there are issues that we need to reintroduce or introduce into the PIB, we have the opportunity, because when this bill gets to the National Assembly, it will be a public document and there will be public hearings. I don't want us to start discussing it because this document has taken about 20 years, if not over 20 years in the making. And at this point, I do not want to open the Pandora's box by opening it up for additional discussion. The floating stations, that project itself may have been conceptualized during the time of Professor Time David West, but I know that it was actualized during our time when Mingi was minister. Unfortunately, that program really was just hanging, because to have floating stations in the Niger Delta, in the waters of the Niger Delta, without having a very clear system of product supply to this station, was islands of stations everywhere without having any way of reaching these islands. So what we are trying to do is to create a depot also in the riverine area, and to see that those floating stations become active. And really, we are expecting that we are going to be able to build even more floating stations for the Niger Delta area, so that for Ijaw land, so that at least our people can have access to products. Well, I will not want to speak for much longer. The only way we can make progress here is for us to work together. And I actually welcome this kind of opportunity to interact with you. I wish that it was not virtual, because I don't really believe in this virtual communication. It is too impersonal. But if we were together and we were talking together and exchanging ideas together, it would have even been better. I'm hoping that post-COVID, we should have an opportunity of sitting down together and interacting and actually very frankly and openly telling ourselves the truth so that we can actually chart a way forward for Ijaw land. Thank you very much.